Thank you, Alex. Well, that right there is Scotland, currently part of the United Kingdom, though it hasn't always been a kingdom, and it certainly hasn't always been united. In fact, if we zip back to the late Iron Age, we find that Scotland is home to the Picts, fierce warring tribes who probably don't agree on anything, right up until the Romans turn up, and they all agree that they don't like Romans. In fact, by the year 122 AD, Roman Emperor Hadrian is so sick of these troublesome tribes that he builds a giant wall right across the country, sealing in the Picts, who promptly return to fighting with each other. And that's the end of that. But not for long! Yes, around 843 AD, tribal king Kenneth MacAlpin conquers the rest of the Picts to become the first king of Scotland, a job which survives quite happily for 400 years until, in 1286, a Scottish king called Alexander III selfishly goes and dies, honestly, some people, leaving behind him a power vacuum. No, the other kind. Yes, since no one can agree who should be the next Scottish king, the English king, Edward I, volunteers to help sort out the whole sorry mess. What a nice guy, right? Wrong! In fact, Edward just appoints himself feudal overlord, which basically makes him the new king of Scotland. Well, the Scots don't much like being ruled by the English, which is where William Wallace comes in, a freedom fighter with a brave heart, nice knees, and a far better Scottish accent than Mel Gibson. Sadly, Wily Willie gets captured by King Edward and has his brave heart pulled out, along with his brave lungs, his brave stomach, and his presumably brave liver. But the Scots fight back. The throne is reclaimed by Robert the Bruce, or Bruce the Robert, it's one or the other, and in 1314, Scotland wins back its freedom. So it's all plain sailing until, in 1586, England's Queen Elizabeth hears that Mary, Queen of Scots, is planning to kill her and take the English throne. So Liz cuts Mary's head off. But it's Mary who has the last laugh, which is clever given she hasn't got a head. Because when Liz dies in 1603, Mary's son, James, claims the English throne, making him the first true king of both Scotland and England. And when the Act of Union is passed in 1707, making the two nations into one country, Great Britain, Scotland's days as an independent state are over. Or are they? Because some people now want to see Scotland free again from what they see as English rule, which is why, in 1999, the Scots devolved. Which doesn't mean they turn back into apes, it means they now have their own parliament within the United Kingdom. And that is the end of that. But not for long, because some Scots say this still isn't enough, which is why this man comes in. Yes, it's Alex Salmon who believes that Scotland should be completely independent from Great Britain, or at least semi-independent thanks to a plan called Devomax, which is like independence but only 1 calorie. So he intends to put this choice to the Scottish people, but what will they choose? Will they choose to stay united with England, Wales and Northern Ireland? Will they choose to break away? Will they choose something between the two? Will they ban the cast of horrible histories from doing Scottish accents? And will I ever shut up? One question that I can answer right now by doing this.